Oh man, I know this has been probably read and this is only well known, but I feel like I have to read it too. So here it goes. Planes, Trains, and Plantains. The story of Oedipus. This one is more than the last. Zachary P. Freeman, November 30, 2004. A man can only justify his actions if he regards his demeanor with deductive thinking. This man was not Oedipus, mainly because he was a fucking douchebag. One must know who Oedipus was to understand the period in which it was written. This is my thesis statement. The Greeks contributed many things to our culture, such as olives, heroes, lonely rabbits, anal sex, and Oedipus. Oedipus will be remembered throughout time because he suffered from Lou Gehrig's disease, and that's why he couldn't play baseball in the first Olympic Games. He will always be remembered for his journeys and his love for the New York Yankees. 1821 Associated Press. Lou Gehrig is mourned because he got daily dream jobs from the girls at scores. Why is and Jocasta were king and queen of Thebes, a town in Greece? They were fucking around and Laius forgot to strap his shit. One day they had a baby boy. An oracle prophesied that the boy would grow up and kill his father and marry his mother. Laius was like, fuck that shit, that's gay! To thwart the prophecy, Laius and Jocasta decided to kill their baby. They fingered his butthole and sent him on his way. In those days, it was usual to leave an unwanted or defective baby in the wilderness. Laius and Jocasta did this. To be extra sure, they pierced his little feet and tied them together. Don't worry about this detail, which makes no sense. It must have been interesting to explain to hear his name. A godly shepherd found the baby in a full skin. He gave the baby to a friend who took it to Corinth, another town. Corinth appears in the New Testament under the category of DVDA verses 63. The king and queen of Corinth couldn't have a baby of their own. The king has had a bad case of the limp dick, so they adopted the foundling. Nobody ever told little Oedipus that his mother was never pregnant. She poured the kid into a toilet in the back of a Denver Denny's. One day, after he had grown up, a drunk mentioned his being adopted. Oedipus killed the bum. Oedipus questioned his parents, but they denied it. Oedipus visited various oracles to find out whether he was really adopted. All the oracles told him instead that he would kill his father and marry his mother. They told him that they were dissing him, so he grabbed his 12-sided double dildo and left town. Now this makes much sense. Again, don't worry about it. This is a folktale, a goddamn Oxley commercial. To thwart the oracles, Oedipus left Corinth permanently. He then saw that Bill Mason had gay sex with him. At the time, it was considered polite. Again, don't worry. Yes, Oedipus should have considered that since he might be adopted, and the older man might be his father and the older woman his mother. But this is a folktale. Traveling the roads, Oedipus got into a traffic squabble and killed a stranger who, unknown to him, was King Laius. Oedipus snorted 2 lines of pure cocaine off his dead back. In one version, there was a dispute over right-of-way on the bridge. In those days, hierarchy got to go first. Oedipus identified himself as here to the throne of Corinth, and for some reason. Again, don't worry about it. This is page 3. Laius' people simply attacked instead of explaining that he was king of Thebes. They were dumb Greeks. What did you expect, an atomic bomb? Some versions say that the rude Laius drove over Oedipus' sore foot, making him lose his temper. This is bullshit, don't believe it, I will fucking kill you! And yes, this is a written threat! And that's what Oedipus told his father. One should analyze the poetry on page 43 when Oedipus is rolling his benzene, and he has to bust a cap on some playgrounds in the Undercity. Riding in a benzo, popping my collar, see some fine wenches I have to holler. Diamonds, gold, and all the my dollar. I made it pitch the original dollar. I bust up my 9 to light up your Impala. Fuck that police. Dr. Dre got most of his inspiration from the Greek story of Oedipus. So Oedipus is smart, saved the town of Thebes, and he was made king. In fact, the only reason Dr. Dre produced the Chronic is because the Bible tells you to smoke lots of pot, and Oedipus used to place with the makers of Aquafresh toothpaste. Oedipus married Laius' widow, Queen Jocasta. So basically, he was fucking his own mom, which was fucking nasty. He ruled well, and they had 4 children. Eventually, Oedipus and Jocasta found out what had really happened. Imagine you're like jamming your mom, and you have you have 4 kids, and then the feds come to your house and say she was your mom, and you were like, yeah. So, and they were like, well, that's gross and illegal. You must assume that accidentally killing your father, marrying your mother is a disaster. Jocasta committed suicide with a pimento, and Oedipus blinded himself and became a wanted beggar, because the Beatles did it and it was cool. In the version, which must have been the favorite of the Athenian audience, Oedipus founded the sanctuary in Colonus, outside of Athens. The kindness it was shown at the end made the city itself blessed, which is the gayest ending ever. The Greeks invented the anal loop. This is my conclusion. The end. It's works-cited at Yahoo.com, Google.com, and TopGo.com. Thank you.